श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् अपारकरुणासिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। परित्यज्य मौनं वटादस्थितिं च व्रजन् भारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशं मधुस्यन्ति वाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गे नयन् श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्भाति चित्ते नमामि शङ्करान् वाक्यविजयेन्द्र सरस्वती श्रीगुरुं तिष्ठमार्गानुनेतारं तन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। So in Bhagavad Gita, we are seeing chapter number 2, Sankhya Yoga. In Sankhya Yoga, Bhagavan has told Arjuna, has taught Arjuna about Jnana Yoga. And then Bhagavan tried to kindle Arjuna's ego so that he can make Arjuna to fight the war. And then he is introducing the concept of Karma Yoga, very, very, very important topic, which is relevant for all of us. Because Jnana Yoga, it takes lots of time to practice. We will never know whether we are up to the level to practice Jnana Yoga. But Karma Yoga, definitely we all can practice in this Janma. So Bhagavan introduces Karma Yoga as Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbuhu ma te sangostva karmani. Because these are very important shlokas, we will read from Adi Shankara's Bhashyam for these shlokas and see the artham. Shankaracharya says, Karmani eva adhikaraha na jnananisthayam te tava. Hey Arjuna, for you, you do not have any adhikara over jnananishtha. Because Arjuna said, hey Krishna, I am going to take to sannyasa. And Krishna also said, when Krishna taught about Jnana Yoga to Arjuna, Krishna said, hey Arjuna, Atma can never be killed, Atma can never kill anybody, Atma can never be killed, Atma cannot do any karma. Says Krishna to Arjuna. So Arjuna can easily talk back to Krishna, hey Krishna, you yourself told that Atma can never kill, Atma can never be killed. There is only one Atma. So what is this all this Vyavahara nonsense? I want to rise above all these Vyavahara. So I am going to take to Jnana Nishtha. This is called as escapic sannyasa. Escape sannyasa. So, that is also a samsara. If you take to sannyasa because you hate other people, that is the biggest samsara, that is the biggest mistake that people will do. Remember, sannyasa is a one-way traffic according to Shastra. You cannot come back to other ashramas when you go to sannyasa. And when people come back to other ashramas, sannyasis, they a moment of weakness, they take sannyasa, but there are lots of issues with sannyasa for an unprepared mind. So we cannot just take to sannyasa because I don't like my wife, I don't like my kids, I don't like my friends, I don't like the place I work, I take to sannyasa. You cannot do that because that is what Arjuna wants to do. He does not want to fight the war, so he wants to take to sannyasa. So Krishna says, so Acharya, when he writes the Bhashya, he says, hey Arjuna, te tava karmani eva adhikaraha na jnana nishtayam. Arjuna, you are not a prepared mind. You are a karmi. Even sannyasa, you want to take it as a karma. Sannyasa is removal of all the karma, but you are taking to sannyasa as a karma, so you are not prepared for sannyasa, Arjuna. Karmani eva adhikaraha na jnana nisthayam tatra cha. So you have to do karma. Now Arjuna will ask another question to Krishna. Arjuna has not asked here, but Krishna being Jagat Guru, Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru, Arjuna might ask, so Krishna's answer. So Arjuna will ask, hey Krishna, when I do karma, what will happen? We had this discussion in the last class. When I do karma, that is going to be punya papa. When I have punyam and papam, that is going to be the seed for my next janma. And even in that janma, what will I do? I will do karma. And when I do that karma, what will happen? I will get punya papam. That punya papam will be the seed for my another janma. Why do you want me to stay in samsara? Because Arjuna is now in that state of mind. Whatever it takes to escape from fighting the war, Arjuna will do. நம்மளே பண்ணுவோம் இல்லையா ஆர்குமெண்ட் ஃபார் த சேக் ஆஃப் ஆர்குமெண்ட் ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு டூ சம்திங் நமக்கு அதுல பிரசக்தி இருக்காது ஆனாலும் நம்ம ஃபார் த சேக் ஆஃப் ஆர்குமெண்ட் we will start arguing. That is what Arjuna is doing. That is what Arjuna will do. So Krishna says tatracha, even while doing karma, hey Arjuna, if you are worried about punya papam, if you are worried about punya papam, if you are worried about punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam, iha samsaraha, you are worried about samsara, you have to do karma as such. How? Tatracha karma kurvato ma phaleshu adhikaraha astu. You only have adhikara for doing the karma, not for the phalam of the karma. Very important lesson for all of us. We all do the karma not for the sake of karma, but for the sake of phalam. But Krishna here says, hey Arjuna, you have to do karma for the sake of doing karma, because you are given this janma. You are given a particular varna. You are born in a particular varna. You have a particular ashrama. For that varna and ashrama sake, you have to do the karma that is prescribed for that particular varna, for that particular ashrama. Now Arjuna is a Kshatriya. Kshatriya is Arjuna's varna is Kshatriya. Arjuna is a Grihastha. He is not a sannyasi. So what does Arjuna do? Arjuna has to do the karma that is prescribed for that particular varna and ashrama, and that karma is to fight. You don't have to worry about what is the outcome of the fight. You worry about the outcome of the fight before waging the war. Now you are at that war station. You are at that war front. Here you cannot think about the palam of that karma. So here Arjuna, Krishna says, Tatracha karma kurvataha te adhikaraha. உனக்கு கர்ம குருவத்தா கர்மா பண்றதுக்கு தான்ப்பா அதிகாரா மா பலேஷு. Because the palan of any karma does not depend only upon you. You know, I want a promotion in my job. I am working for that particular promotion. I am working towards that particular promotion. That is the karma that we are doing. Let us analyze objectively. The outcome of that karma, the outcome of my work is going to be that promotion, right? So the outcome of my karma, that is that promotion, not only depends upon my fate, it also depends upon the fate of the other person who competes with me for that promotion. Right? இப்ப எனக்கு ப்ரமோஷன் கிடைச்சதுன்னா இன்னொருத்தருக்கு ப்ரமோஷன் கிடைக்கலன்னு அர்த்தம். Right? So my getting promotion also depends upon the karma of other person. Me getting the promotion also depends upon the karma of other person. It not only depends upon that. It also depends upon the karma of the people who are going to work under me in that promotion. I get promoted to manager, there will be some subordinates who is going to work for me. It also depends upon their karma. If I am a good person, if all their karma is good, if their karma is to enjoy their job, then I will get that promotion. If the other person is a horrible boss, and if these people, the subordinates karma, are to be bothered in the job, then that person is going to get the promotion. Not only that, it is also going to be dependent upon the karma of the company. If I am a hard-working job, if the company's karma is to prosper, I will get that promotion. If I am a not hard-working guy, and if the company's karma is not to prosper, then the other person will get that promotion. So the result of any action is not only depends upon my karma. The results of our action are going to be dependent upon the karma of all the people who are directly or even indirectly related to that karma. So you can never predict the result of any karma. So when we do any karma, having a phalam for having a kanksha, having a desire for a particular phalan, sometimes we will be succeeding, sometimes we will not be succeeding. So Krishna says, Tatra cha karma kurvatuha. உனக்கு அதிகாரம் கர்மா பண்றதுக்கு மட்டும்தான். மா பலேஷு அதிகாரா அஸ்து. That is why karma phala trishna ma bhut kadachana. Kayam kasyamschidapi avasthayam ityartha. That is why, hey Krishna, hey Arjuna, do not do any action for the phalam of that action. This shloka is very, 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 very easy to chant. Very easy to read about it, but very, 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 very hard to practice. Krishna says, Acharya says, Yada karma phale trishna te syat, tada karma phala prapte hetu syaha, evam ma karma phala heturbuhu. If you do karma based on if you do karma with the desire for karma phalam, यदा कर्मफले तृष्णा ते स्यात् तदा कर्मफल प्राप्ते हेतु स्याः. Then you will automatically get the phalam of that karma phalam, which is punyam or papam. And when you get to punyam or papam, what will happen? You are going to get next janma. When you get to next janma, the cycle is going to continue. यथा हि कर्मफल तृष्णा प्रयुक्तः कर्मणि प्रवर्तते तदा कर्मफलस्य एव जन्मनो हेतुः भवेत्. कर्मफलस्य एव जन्मनो हेतुः. So when you do karma phala, when you do karma desirous of a particular phala, then you are going to get a janma as a result. That is why Arjuna, if karma phalam na ishyate, kim karmana dukkha rupena iti mate tava sangaha astu, akarmani akarano pritihi ma bhut. So, you can also think like that. You ask me to do a particular karma. That particular karma is very dukkha taram, dukkha rupam. So, why should I do that karma? You have already told me that don't do karma desirous of an action. So I am not guaranteed of the result of that karma. Then why should I do karma? This will be the question, right? So Krishna says, hey, do not think like that, Arjuna. Ma karma palahetur bhuhu ma te sanga astu akarmani. Just because I am telling you not to do any karma with the desire of the karma phala in mind, do not take to inaction. The doing of that karma itself is going to give you chitta shuddhi. The doing of that karma itself is going to get Chitta Shuddhi. We take Shastra aside for a moment. How can I practice that in my day-to-day life? He says, so already I think I have told you about the three types of karma. One is Nitya karma, another is Naimittika karma, another is Kamya karma. Nitya karma is karmas like Sandhya, Vandanam, Puja and all Nitya karma. Those things that you are supposed to do daily. Naimittika karma or the karma because of a nimitta. Right. So Amavasya varudhu. For people who to do tarpana, Amavasya tarpana is a naimittika karma. Grahana tarpana is a naimittika karma. You are doing that for a particular nimitta. Sashti abda purti. Naimittika karma. It is not a nitya karma. And then we have kamya karma. Kamya karma are done for a particular phalam. I want a promotion. Joshakara has asked me to do a Sudarshana Homa. I am suffering something because of something. So, somebody has told me, hey, do this karma. If you do this karma, you will get this phala. If you are into the path of jnana, then kamya karma, you never have to do. Because kamya karma, you are doing with a phalam in your mind. And Krishna has already told you that, okay, do not do any karma for the sake of phala. So we are going to set aside kamya karma. Kamya karma question does not even arise. Now the question is about nitya and naimittika karma. What does Krishna say? Krishna says, okay, do not do karma for the sake of its phalam. And Shastra also says there is no phalam for nitya and naimittika karma. Sandhya Vandanam Pannal, Punyam Kidaikuma Kedakyada. It's the question. Shastra says, Punyam Kedakyadu. There is no phalam for doing Sandhya Vandanam. There is no phalam for doing Deva Puja. Now, obviously, we will ask questions. If there is no phalam, why should I do Sandhya Vandanam? Then Shastra says, hey, if you don't do Sandhya Vandanam, you will get papam. You are not doing Sandhya Vandanam for getting a particular punyam. But if you don't do Sandhya Vandanam properly, you will get a papam called as Pratyavayaha. So in order to not get to that papam, I have to do Sandhya Vandanam. Okay, how can I understand this? How can I understand this? I will tell you a Laukika example. It is only an example, so please do not extend it. Just for the sake of understanding, I am simplifying. We all have phone plans, right? There are two types of phone plans. One is prepaid plan, another is postpaid plan. What is prepaid plan? You initially will pay the money. You will pay the money upfront. And then you will expect a service for that money. That is called as prepaid plan. What is postpaid plan? First, you will use the service and then you will pay the money. First, you will use the service and then you will pay the money for how much ever you have used. That is called as postpaid plan. Nitya karma, etc. are like prepaid plan. Nitya karma, etc. are like prepaid plan. You are the service provider. You are the service provider. Bhagavan has already given you the phalam. What is that phalam? Manishya Shariram. Manishya Shariram is the phalam. Manishya Shariram is the fees that Bhagavan has already paid you. Then your particular varna, your particular ashrama. You are born in that particular varna. You choose a particular ashrama because of Vidhi Vashat. So if I am a Brahmana, Bhagavan has already given me that Brahmanatvam. First, Bhagavan has given me a Manushya Shariram. In that Manushya Shariram, Bhagavan has put me in a particular ashrama, a Brahmana ashrama, in a Brahmana Varna. In that Varna, I am a Grihastha. So, Manushya, Brahmana, Grihastha. Bhagavan has already given me the fees. It is a prepaid plan, remember. Now, what should I do? I have to provide service. What service do I provide to Bhagavan? Doing Sandhyavandanam, doing Aupasanam, doing all my Nitya Karma. All these Nitya Karma are the service that I provide for getting Manushya Janma, for getting Brahmana Janma, for getting Grihasthashram. Now what will happen? I am with a network provider, internet service provider. Say I have to pay $100 upfront, prepaid plan. I have paid him $100, but I don't get internet for 10 days. What will we do? We will not sit quiet. What will we do? We will go fight with him. Right. First, we will make calls. We will try to get the internet. If that does not work, then we will send email. We will send a court notice, or we will go to consumer forum. All these things we will do. Why? Because you have already paid the money upfront. Now come to our analogy. Bhagavan has already given you the money. What is the money he has given you? Manushya Janma, Brahmana Janma, Grihastha. And if you don't give the service to Bhagavan, what are the services to Bhagavan? Doing Sandhya Vandanam, doing Nitya Karma, doing Deva Puja, doing Panchamaha Yajnas. These Panchamaha Yajnas are like that service that you are providing to Bhagavan. And if you don't provide that service, what will Bhagavan do? There will be a fine. If internet service provider gives me the internet, I am not going to call him daily and say thanks. We will not do that, right? Because I have already paid the money upfront. Today I got very good internet with very good speed. Thanks a lot. We don't do that. But when will we complain? We complain if the internet speed is very, very low. We complain if that internet is not coming. In the same way, we don't, Bhagavan is not going to give me phalam for doing my duty. Doing Sandhya Vandanam. He has given me the Manushya Janma, Brahmana Janma, Grihastha for the sake of doing Sandhya Vandanam and my Nitya Karma. So he is not going to give me some extra phalam for doing my own duty. But if I don't do my duty, just like how we go complain to the internet service provider, Bhagavan will give me some penalty. What is that penalty? That penalty is called as pratyavayam. It is a papam. So Bhagavan will give me a papam for not doing a karma. He is not going to pat in my back for doing a karma because it is my duty, for God's sake. So we have to do karma. We can never escape from karma because I have already gotten the phalan of that karma. What is the phalan of that karma? Manushya Janma. The phalan of that karma is Manushya Janma. That is what Krishna is going to tell later. Hey, Arjuna. The next question Arjuna will ask, hey Krishna, when you tell me that, okay, do karma without expecting the phala, then how can I do that karma? Krishna says, Yogastak kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyau samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Hey Arjuna, yogastastan kuru karmani kevalam ishwarartham tatra api ishwaro me tushyatu iti sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. When you do karma, Arjuna, yogastastan, remain firmly in that yoga. What is that yoga? Karma yoga. Remain firmly in that karma yoga. And when you do karma, Ishwarartham. That is why when we do Sankalpa, Mamopata Samasta Duritakshayadvara Shri Parameshwara Prityartham or Shriman Narayana Prityartham. That is that attitude with which we should do karma. நம்ம போய் கோவில்ல அர்ச்சனை பண்ணா கூட சுவாமி பேர்ல அர்ச்சனை பண்றோம். சுவாமி பேர்ல பண்ணக்கூடாது, சுவாமிக்காக பரமேஸ்வர பிரீத்தியர்த்தம் அர்ச்சனம் கரிஷ்யே. That is the attitude with which we should do all the karma, including Sandhya Vandanam, including puja, etc. Because Bhagavan has given me the Janma. Now it is my time to repay my debt. So that is why Acharya says, Yogastas Sanna. Hey, remain firmly in that yoga. Kuru karmani. Do your karma. When he says do your karma, he talks about nitya naimittika karma. Remember, he is not talking about kamya karma, because kamya karma does not come into picture. How to do that karma? Ishwarartham. I do karma for the sake of Parameshwara. I do karma for the sake of Ambal. I do karma for the sake of Narayana. Tatra api Ishvaro me tushyatu. Hey, by doing this karma, let Bhagavan be pleased. By doing this karma, may Bhagavan be pleased. That is why when we start any karma, we say Mamopata Samasta Duritakshayadvara Shri Parameshwara Prityartham. It is very funny that after Parameshwara Prityartham, we will put a big list. But when we end that, when we end any puja, what do they do? Kayena vacha manasendrirva buddhyatmana va parite svabhavat karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanaye iti samarpayami. Narayanaye iti samarpayami. Kayena vacha manasa indriyairva buddhi atmana va prakrite svabhavat. I do karma with all these things. Kayena, I do karma with my body. Vacha, I do karma with my mouth. Kayena vacha manasendrirva. I do karma with my mind. What karma do I do with my mind? I think about things. When we think about things, there is going to be punyam and papam. Manasaha, indriya irva, with my body, with my indriyas, with my jnanendriyas, with my kanyendriyas, karmendriyas, buddhyatmanava, prakrite svabhavat. What do we do? Karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayana yeti samarpayami. I offer all my karma to Narayana. I offer all the karma phala to Narayana. Whatever he gives, I accept. It is called as Ishwararpana Buddhi. So, for people who want to do karma, if they do karma with Ishwararpana Buddhi, then they will not get karma phala. Why? Because I offer the phala of that karma to Ishvara. I don't do karma for the sake of phala. Whatever phalam I get, I offer that phala to Ishvara. When I offer all the phalam to Ishvara, then I will not get any punyam and papam. Because I don't do karma for the sake of that particular phalam for that karma. I offer all the phala to Ishvara. If I don't get any punyam and papam, then what will happen? I will not get next janma. So I will not get next janma while doing karma. That is called as karma yoga. Yogastassan kuru karmani kevalam ishwarartam tatrapi ishwaro me tushyatu iti sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. And then Krishna Acharya continues, Palatrishna shunyena kriyamano karmani sattva shuddhija jnana prapti lakshana siddhihi tad viparyaja asiddhihi tayo siddhya siddhyo api samaha tulyo bhutva kuru karmani. When you do karma, the avantara phala of doing nitya karma, you will not directly get punyam and papam. You don't get directly punyam and papam. But what is the avantara phala? The avantara phala is chitta shuddhi. Your mind gets purified. Your mind gets purified. There is a analogy that people will tell. We have a, இந்த சலிக்கர்லாம் வச்சுப்பா ஸ்டீவ்னு இந்த சலிக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணுமா. இனி அதுல தண்ணி எடுத்தா என்ன ஆகும்? அது தண்ணி நிக்கவே நிக்காது. தண்ணி எல்லாம் கீழே போயிடும். ஒரு ஒரு I have a vessel with lots of holes in it. If I try to take some water, what will happen? The vessel will not contain any water. All the water in the vessel will go down. With that attitude, we should do karma. Taking of water is doing karma. Holding water is the pala. I do karma, but I don't hold any pala. That pala goes to Ishvara. And somebody asks, hey, then why should you do that karma? What is the use for that vessel? It is not going to hold any water. Why should it try to hold the water? And then after some time, all the water will go away. Why should it do that? So the Guru said, okay, go take a sieve from the kitchen. So the Sishya went. The Guru Patni has cooked. So Patvataralam Putraka, Adala Uri Dirdu. And the Shalade Edthin Vandar. Guru Sonar, okay, try to take water with it. Sishya tried many times to take water. Of course, we all know the outcome. What is the outcome? The sieve, that patram with the hole is not going to hold any water. Guru said, okay, try to take. So 100 times Sishya took. 100th time there is no water. Sishya got fed up. Sishya came to Guru. Hey Guru, I tried to take water for 100 times. I know the result. It is not going to hold water. See, so it is not going to hold water. What is the use for the sieve? Then Guru asked Sishya, hey Sishya, what was the state of that sieve, of that patram when you took it from the kitchen? It was dirty. What is its state now? Now it is clean. Previously it was dirty. Even though it is not going to hold any water, because you took water for 100 times, the sieve is not going to contain any water, but it gets cleaned. Right? That is the reason we should do karma. When I do karma, I am not going to hold any phalam. The phalam is for Parameshwara. But a secondary outcome of that karma is my mind gets cleaned. I am not doing karma for the sake of cleaning my mind. I am doing karma as a duty. But as an avantara phalam of doing karma, my mind gets cleaned while I do the karma. That is called as chitta shuddhi. So when somebody asks you, hey, when you do Sandhya Vandana, what is the phalam? We should tell, I am not doing Sandhya Vandana for punyam. But if I don't do Sandhya Vandana, I will get papam. But the avantara phalam of the secondary benefit of doing Sandhya Vandanam is that my mind gets purified, just like how that sieve gets purified. Just like how that vessel with the hole, previously it was unclean, now it is clean. Both the times it does not hold any water. My mind gets purified, chitta shuddhi. That is what here Acharya says, phala trishna shunyena kriyamano karmani sattva shuddhija jnana prapti lakshana siddhihi tad viparyaya asiddhihi tayo siddhyau api samaha tulyo bhutva kuru karmani. Even when you succeed in doing karma, when you fail in doing karma, that is fine. That karma phalam has to go to Bhagavan, it goes to Bhagavan. But what is the avantara phalam? What is the secondary benefit that you get? Your mind gets purified and the purified mind is a nice field for performing jnana yoga. Doing karma yoga prepares your mind for doing jnana yoga. That is the real phalam of karma yoga. Kaha asau yogo yogastha kuru iti uktam idam eva tat siddhya siddhyo samatvam yoga yuchyate. So what is that yoga Krishna talks about? Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tektva jayante sangam tektva dhananjaya. So what is karma yoga? Siddhya siddhyau samo bhutva samatvam yoga yuchyate. Having an equanimous attitude towards loss and gain, towards winning and losing. That is called as karma yoga. En kadan pani seidu kidappade. My duty is to do action, not the phalam of that action. I offer the phalam, whether it is success or failure, to Bhagavan. And what do I get out of that kind of karma yoga? We are not doing things for the sake of that phalan, but the secondary benefit is chitta shuddhi. My mind gets purified. My mind is going to be prepared for working on jnana yoga. With this, we will finish today's session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi